My style. My style. My style. My style. My style. My style. My style.
Yerp, this perp. And man, I really feel like rewatching The Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3. 4, we're not going to even mention part 4. That doesn't exist. That's kind of irrelevant, or unless if they bring her back for this. I'm not going to spoil nothing in this review. This is pretty much my thoughts. And it's been so long since I've seen the Karate Kid series, and I completely slept on this because I was like, this is YouTube red. I was like, man, I don't know. But I keep hearing people talking about it through the grapevine, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. And I just started watching today, and I just finished it, and I'm blown away by this show. And I was like saying to myself, this should feels like a Netflix series. Why isn't this on Netflix? But I love everything about this series because it's got so much nostalgia, but it's brought back into a modern era. And that's what a lot of these shows are doing that come back from like the 80s, 90s, and whatnot. They pretty much just modernize them. But I really like this interpretation of this YouTube Red series, Cobra Kai, because it's the continuation of the Karate Kid series. Now, if you haven't seen the Karate Kid series, I highly suggest you do so. Because if you don't, you're sleeping. Because it's definitely one of the greatest film series, franchises, whatever you want to call it, to date. You know, there's a lot other ones, but this is just my opinion. Now, I want to kind of just I want to just point something out. You know, before we continue with this review and whatnot, there's this dude that plays Johnny Lawrence's son. He really gave off this weird vibe, this Jonathan Taylor Thomas mixed with Sean from Boy Meets World, which he literally looks like Sean from Boy Meets World. It's really freaky. I don't even know where they found this kid, but he's a phenomenal actor on this. Like, he's probably the standout, definitely. But it's so interesting how they can grab so much from the original series and bring it into modern times, like I said in the beginning of this video, because not too many of these studios, or you want to say TV series, you know what I'm saying? They always try to bring back an old thing and try to just make it too modernized to where it's not even relatable no more. You know me? You know what I'm saying? This is the continuation of a rivalry between Danielson, the man on the right, and Johnny Lawrence, the man on the left. That's all I'm going to leave it at there because you really have to watch those original Karate Kid films to understand this series. You can't, and they bring back some flashbacks. So this is a Karate Kid for our new generation. So I think they're gonna keep this ongoing flashback scenes. You know what I'm saying, from the past, just so you can kind of get a gist of what the characters are talking about. Which is, I really like that, because another show that does that really well is This Is Us, and it's very that show is very unique, and I like how this show kind of does that, but with they use footage from the old films and put them in here, and I really like that style of storytelling in television. I think it's very underrated. Um, and it's very unique because you don't see a lot of these shows nowadays doing certain things that are unique and special. Like take the Netflix series, Wow. It's the woman's world of wrestling, whatever. I forget the whole meaning of it, but that blew me away too because I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it so much. Like every episode, I was just really enjoying this, and it's crazy that it's a YouTube Red series. I think this is probably their best series, and they're smart to make a season two because, like I said, this should be on Netflix. This is some type of shit that you would probably see on Netflix, but anyways, this is a phenomenal series, man. Like I can't stress this enough or recommend this enough. Like go watch this. If you have YouTube Red, if you're one of those people that sub to YouTube Red, you should watch this. If you don't, you're missing out. This is definitely a really good show. I'm actually gonna go see these other YouTube Red original series now, just because the budget that was on this series is crazy. Like it still had that 80s feel, but like I said, it still was modern because people were using tablets and all that and so like touchscreen phones and whatnot. But I just felt like I was watching Karate Kid Part 5 pretty much. And this I don't know, man, but and that ending in the last episode is amazing because there's gonna be, you know what? Not even gonna spoil it. Like I said, this is spoiler free. Go check out this series. I hope y'all enjoy this review. Oh, and one thing I wanted to be known, Cobra Kai never dies. I'm Perp. I'll check y'all later. Peace.